Hi fellow traders, what's happening? I hope you guys had a good day today. I know today for me was a little bit better. The last two mornings have been really tricky. They've been sit on my hands mornings, but we'll talk about that here in a bit. First, I want to let you know what's coming up. Part of the Master Trader series that I have going on. Making money with PDT. I know everybody says PDT stands for the pattern day trader rule. For me, it stands for pretty damn tired of hearing about the pattern day trader rule. And I know everybody else is too. However, I have over the course of the last several years, I have grown fond of and have grown a new respect for the PDT rule and the ability that we can use it as a tool to be a successful trader, to help us be a successful trader. I mean, honestly, if more newer traders looked at it as something that they could use versus something that they got to try all these different things to avoid, I think we'd have a lot more successful traders, a lot more traders that actually make it to the next level. So that's going to be a big part of what I do. I'm going to formally drop it, explain exactly what it is. I'm going to be starting at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and it's going to be another one of those where we go step by step by step to try and catch everybody. Now I know only the PDT only relates to us poor folks here in the US, but a lot of these strategies, the process can be a vital part of any trader's foundation. So I'm going to talk more about that later on in the week, so look for that webinar recording to come out, and it's going to explain everything you need to know about that. So let's take a look at today. Got a little bit different look today. It's gonna be late before I can sit back and do my reflection the way I like to do it and make my slides and stuff for my file. So we'll just go through it right here. The one trade I'm in now, this is the earnings trade. SFIX reported earnings. I waited. It put in a 5-minute candle on announcement. Typically, when a candle has run up this big on a stock such as SFIX with kind of a smaller ATR, I'm not going to get in it. But we had some good news, some positive news come out along with earnings. So I gave it a shot, and it's got room up to around 45. So I'm looking to see, are we going to be able to hit 45? First target's 42.50. We came close here, but just didn't quite get there. Still a possibility that we could get there. We're just running out of volume here. We're running out of volume very quickly. So this may be one of those that I hold overnight and take off pre-market, which ironically is one of the strategies, is one of the core strategies that I use, and it's really, really good through earnings season. So I want to make sure I get this taught and we get this down before earnings season kicks in, because this could be a really integral part of growing your account that's on the PDT. And you'd be surprised how quickly you can grow it, and you're not incurring a whole lot of risk. So this is going to be one of the first strategies that we cover. But we'll wait and see. If I can grab some tonight, I will. But if not, I'll be looking to grab some pre-market tomorrow, if not taking the whole thing off. So that's SFIX. Let's take a look at the rest of the trades today. I'm gonna kind of blow this up a little bit. So the first trade out of the gate was AFRM, a firm. This one was selling off, and let's see, what do we have here? All right, so here was the low after market yesterday from where it gapped. This wasn't the low yesterday. This was actually the low yesterday. But let me make this fit the narrative here. So this was actually the low, but this was going to be my first target. I think this was going to be a key support level. It actually, took this out as well and dropped down to 104. 104 was my next target. But this worked out pretty great. You can see I got it. This is the 5-minute opening range low here, but there's no way I'm going to short into red to green or green to red. Okay, and then there's no way I was going to short into this level here. I waited until we took it out, we sold through, and we started to aggressively get bought back up. So I went ahead and bailed out, knowing that if it rejects and comes back, I still have enough room to get back in this trade and make some decent profit. So as it came back, I got in, and guess what? It popped up again, and it stayed volatile for a long time. But technically, the trade was still in play. So, just because a trade doesn't automatically go your way, you've got technical levels that actually tell you whether the trade is working or not. We were under the 9-period moving average. So technically this trade was still in play. And until it took the technicals out, I was going to give it a chance. And it was either going to break and take out the resistance, or we were going to fall below and start selling off. And that's what it did. It took a minute, but you just had to have patience in the market and faith in your process. And that's why I say every day, paciencia y fe. Patience in the market and faith in your process. And it just take it one trade at a time, and you're going to be fine. So we got I got my first two targets, and then it recovered on me. You can see it pretty much recovered the rest of the day. So decent get on AFRM. The second trade was on Airbnb, and this one I thought was going to be a killer trade. We just did not get the participation after lunch that I thought we were going to get. Okay, here's the 60-minute chart. This is the window that I was looking for. This is the top of the 50 linear regression channel. This is the top of the 100 linear regression channel. Nice window to work in. The Bollinger Band was tracking up. This thing was opening up pretty good. There's no reason why we couldn't have worked our way through this window just like we did here. But it was not meant to be. It just stalled out. It didn't get the volume coming in after lunch that I was expecting, and it was frustrating. So we made a nice move up. Didn't quite get to 170, which was my target. It pulled back, and we bounced, rejected off this again, but we held the 20-day. All right, the 20-day was the technical level that this thing was riding. As long as it's holding, I'm riding it. So we finally got to the first target, and again it just kind of stalled out, and we finally lost the 20 and the 9 together. So that was time to bail out. Plus the market was closed anyway. So pretty decent day considering, you know, how tough the price action was. And what I was looking at was, let's take a look at let's take a look at this buy here. All right, so you can see we lost we closed below the 20-day on Friday. Yesterday, big gap down yesterday morning. Tested the 100 period, got bought back up. Today, we opened with a little gap up and readily sold off. And this is why I really wasn't looking to go long. I mean, there was a stock, and we'll look at that here in a second, that gave us a good long trade, but you know, I just didn't I didn't have faith in it, in any long trades with the market going the way it's going. But you can see, look at where we closed. If you look at the 5-minute, I mean, it's just the opposite of yesterday. Yesterday we got bought up going into the close. Today we sold off going into the close. So you know, I want to say the bears are putting up a fight. You know, they already took out these two lows. We'll see if it can take out this low tomorrow. If we open up with the gap down below, a gap down below the 100-day moving average, there's a real good possibility we're going to start attacking. We're going to start attacking this this level here. And here's a daily level here, a daily pivot right in here that I think we probably could have hit today. But if you see, you know, you see this is pretty good. There's a big chance that tomorrow we come in and this thing is gone. The China market opens tomorrow. There's a lot on deck. I think the Fed wraps up their meeting tomorrow. So could be an interesting day. Could be an interesting day. And as of right now, I know I don't really make decisions until the actual day what I'm going to do. But as it stands right now, I'm going to sit on my hands just like I have the last 2 days in the morning and just wait to see if we get secondary setups. I think that's going to be the smart way to attack this market. But let's see. The stock that did pretty good, I didn't put it on watch because, okay, here's the opening range high. Look at, we had the 50-day right here, 50-day moving average. Then we had this daily level at 43.17. I just didn't see it making this kind of move. It did not have a lot of room on the 60-minute chart. If I saw the same thing tomorrow, I still wouldn't take it. But this was really surprising, being that the market was taking the hit it was taking. You know, really surprising. Just like Airbnb, it shocked me, but I ended up taking it to the long side. I mean, even if you look at AFRM, I mean, not AFRM, I can't remember what is the other stock. Dag nabbit. Yeah, AFRM. God, dog. Losing my mind. You know, AFRM even came back toward the end of the day and started pushing. I mean, it was trading in between its opening range low and opening range high. So that was pretty good. But we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be an interesting day. And don't forget, guys, keep an eye out. I can't promise what day I'm gonna get to drop it. But I will drop it, let you know exactly what we're gonna be doing with the PDT trading, and you know how to sign up for that. So you guys have a great night, great evening, and I'll catch you tomorrow.